Club Rouge went to Italy and won 3-1. Even though our guy Lukman scored and missed a penalty in that game, but that game ended 3-1. Benfica and Monaco played at the draw, so Benfica advanced to the next round. Today is the heavyweight champions, Manchester City and Real Madrid. Real Madrid is going to be hosting Manchester City at the Santiago Bernabeu. It's going to be a huge game because the first leg ended in favor of Real Madrid winning that game in the first leg. So Pep and his boys have to do everything impossible in this life to win that. They must win. There is no draw for them. There is nothing for them. They have to win to just advance somehow in this round. It's going to be a tough task. But I know John will think it's possible, but everybody thinks it's possible. But it's Real Madrid. Somewhere in the Premier League today is Aston Villa, and Liverpool is going to be playing today. We are going to talk about that all in this show. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Vote Sports on Vote 104.3 FM. My name is Godwin, and I'm here with the A team to talk about all the Champions League and the Premier League. Good morning, Noso. How are you?
Good morning. Disappointing result last night. I saw the AC Milan game. They could have gone like 5 up in the first half, but Rafael and his boys were not doing me proud. And Ibra was just sitting at the sidelines and saying, I wish I was on this field right now. Welcome to the show, guys.
Good morning, John. How are you?
Feeling fine, feeling good. Good morning, football maniacs. It's going to be a cracker tonight at the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu, and I'm feeling good about it.
You're hoping for a miracle, right?
Not hoping for a miracle, hoping for a down X in that encounter.
You blew out.
A blowout.
Is it for a blowout? It's possible if Barcelona did it this season. So why won't City dream about doing it? Yes, somebody did it this season. Somebody went to Santiago and won 4-1.
Na La Liga.
Does it matter?
Na Champions League with this.
Is it not football?
It's football.
It's different football. It's not the regular football. It's not the regular Guadangwa. It's not the this thing. This football is premium.
What happened over the weekend?
You know really mean.
You mean?
You know me, na La Liga be that.
Okay.
And again, we have players just moved on the road now, so we are going to Abia to take on Abia Warriors at Okigwe Stadium. Let's hope we have a better result like what we had in the weekend.
Okay, let's continue with the Champions League. I'll give you the fixtures or the results of yesterday and talk about today's fixtures. Before I do that, remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. You can always join us there live and drop your comments. I will be reading your comments live here in the studio. Okay, results of the Champions League yesterday. Benfica and Monaco played at a 3-3 draw. In that encounter, a very, very lovely game to watch. Somewhere in Italy, Atlanta 1, Club Rouge 3. Atlanta got a red card in that game. I don't know what happened to the player. He started fighting, and he was sent off. Bayern Munich drawing 1-1. Alfonso scoring Davis scoring in the 93rd minute. It was a disappointing game, even though that Bayern Munich have scored more, but it was a disappointing game for them. But that game ended 1-1, but Bayern Munich advanced. AC Milan crashed out of the Champions League after a 1-1 draw against Feyenoord. That game, the left back Hernandez dived, so you see the second yellow, and he was sent off in that game. Okay, guys, before we talk about today's fixtures, let's start with the Bayern Munich game. It was a 1-1. Everybody was expecting like a blowout, not like a blowout, though, but a comfortable win. But they struggled throughout the game, and Bayern Munich fans were not happy. They were calling for company, said, like, what is happening here?
John always says, who is down. He's quoting somebody who is down, fears no fall. Celtic were down. They lost 2-1
That's what I'm expecting Man City to do today.
So you're already down. You come out, fight everything you have to get the result. And I think in the first game and in the group stage, if you have seen them in the group, we call it the group stage. So if you've seen them in that stage, you see that they are not the pushover. They come, they fight, and Brandon Rodgers is doing a good job with the side. He's trying to galvanize the side properly, and he's going forward. But in this game, you saw them cut out. In the first leg, I saw them cut out Bayern Munich. Everywhere the Bayern Munich. But Bayern got 2 goals and all things, and John is like, all is well with the world. But now in the reverse picture, you see what these people are capable of. They can't allow you to score them without them scoring a goal. And it's a good result for them, because I see that even before the match, Rodgers was saying something about, we have nothing to lose. We go out, we fight for our results, we get our results, we grind it out. And no matter what happens, we'll be happy that we came to the Champions League and we dominated to some extent. And that was what they came to Munich to do last night. They came, they dominated, and they didn't get the result they were expecting, because 1 goal would have at least taken them into extra times. And maybe by then, by extra time, maybe
miracle will happen.
Miracle will happen for extra time. penalty go happen.
If the miracle didn't happen in 90 minutes,
They already winning.
why are we waiting for miracle in the,
You don't understand. A penalty,
extra time?
a penalty shootout. In a penalty shootout, I trust Schmeichel. I trust Schmeichel than the Bayern Munich goalkeeper. Anytime, any day. Because if they are taking it to extra time, definitely to go to penalties. And if you had gone to penalties, you're trusting the Celtic goalkeeper to keep at least 2 penalties, to at least save 2.
Okay, John, what do you think about that game? Do you think that what do you think about it? Celtic actually did well for themselves based on.
I wouldn't have expected any less from Celtic. Look, let's not come in and make Celtic seem as if they are a flamboyant side. They played down and dirty football. That's the thing. You restrict the opponent's ability to strike at you, and then you also go out and you play conservative, and then you get a goal and you pack up shop. That's what we saw yesterday. Now, for all the calling for companies here, for all the things that were said, the bottom line is that Bayern Munich are through to the next round. That's the bottom line. For all the plaudits, for all the alliterations you want to use upon Celtic, they are out. Simple.
Okay, that game ended 1-1, and Bayern Munich is in the next round of the Champions League. An interesting game is the Monaco game. They ended 3-3. Even though that Monaco was scoring, everybody was scoring in that game. It was 6-goal thriller. At some point, Monaco was winning 3-2. Even though them Benfica scored in the 85th minute to make it 3-3 to advance to the next round. I think good game overall. Because the problem that Monaco lost the first leg.
Last night.
That's why I like everybody came out to fight.
Last night was,
come out and fight.
Make hay when the sun shine. But yesterday there was no sun. So for all the flurry of goals we saw in the Monaco games, for all the goals we saw in the Atalanta game and the AC Milan I think lost about 15 chances on goal yesterday. For all those flurry of chances, it was a little too late because they had lost in the deciding leg, in the first leg.
And Benfica and Monaco, the same thing happened with Benfica. Monaco losing the first leg, now coming back to the second leg.
Monaco came back to the second leg and they considered it an early goal. The problem is with Monaco, I'll say this, we said about Celtic. Celtic came to Munich, got an early goal, 63rd minute, went on to play. It was not an early goal, early second half goal. 63rd minute, you get your goal, you play your football, you enjoy yourself. You see the game out. And you
go back home.
You see the game out. 1 goal lead, you see the game out. 90 minutes, you go to extra time. But for Monaco yesterday, they went all the way to Portugal and they considered the first goal. You're losing the first leg. You come in and the first match, early match, you consider the first goal. You start fighting to get into the game back. And after that, you get maybe equalize and you go 2 goals up. And you let your head down again. This is a side that knows how to score goals. I'm not going to say Benfica is a side that knows how to score goals. Probably to the second goal and they made it an equalizer. I think Monaco came back, scored 2-1. I was seeing the game. Monaco came back, scored 2-1. I'm like, okay, fine, good. With this result, they're advancing. Then all of a sudden, I'm seeing what they did against Barcelona, where they were trying to attack, and consider the goal. They tried to attack. Monaco couldn't hit on the break. Now, with that, they considered a second goal from all thanks to Pavlidis, and it was a 2-2 draw. And I'm like, okay, fine, this game has ended. Then they went on to fight for another result and they got an extra 1-1 goal. I'm like, Monaco is going over in this one.
Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, let's move on to our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, you are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. And I think Sobi is saying something that he's saying, but this playoff team looks like injustice. Imagine Club Brugge, who finished 24th, has advanced, while Atlanta, who finished 9th, is eliminated. It should have been the top 16 straight into the round of 16.
I disagree.
Wait. No, I want to now explain. Real Madrid last season did not top the table. They only won about 3 games. And they finished second in their group. If it's so, then it should have at least been the first group qualifiers that will progress to the quarterfinals.
For me,
so it's as simple as that.
I disagree. This new format is wired to expose teams that are underperforming and then making it into the later stages based off maybe you're in a lighter group without so much competition, or the point difference between first and second is not so much that from third you can just usurp one team and move into the second position and qualify. This is the pinnacle of football right here, because you can have an AC Milan, an Atalanta, a Celtic, and a Monaco crash out because these guys would have naturally gone through if you were in a group competition. So you have to come in and
you look
fight
at it
for
like
those
that,
top 8 positions.
if you look at it
You
like that,
can't
the
just
group
come into
stage-
the Champions League and ghost your way into qualifications. You have to come in and fight for those 8 positions, because if you don't, you know that finishing 9th or 10th, you're not even safe, because you can be paired against smaller teams that can come and once you over and they are through.
I think every
see, it's
every
the
format
same
has
thing,
its
the
own
same
advantage.
champions, it's the same Champions League format. If you even play the group stage format, these two teams each will still qualify for the knockout stage, and they'll still play the round of 16. You get, and if they play the round of 16, some of them will still drop out. This is where they call proper knockout football. If you're not good in knockout football, you can't advance.
Okay,
The group stages, everybody can survive.
Let's move out to the AC Milan game for yesterday's game. AC Milan losing, crashing out of the Champions League. They scored in the first minute of that game, but second yellow for Hernandez after he dived to get a penalty. He was given a second yellow card and he was sent off. Then Feyenoord equalized in the 73rd minute, and that game ended 1-1. AC Milan are out.
Shocker.
You were shocker where?
Of course,
it was
it's a shocker,
I
because we expect AC Milan
wasn't
to
shocked. I
qualify.
wasn't shocked.
You are 1 out of 1,000,000 that we
That's
were
what I
not
said,
expecting.
AC
Them.
You
Everybody
expect
was
AC Milan
expecting them
to
to
at
qualify.
least win,
Simple.
but not qualify like free. They already lost the first leg. You win 1 goal, fine. You extend into the second leg, or maybe not really extend. You win 1 goal, you force your way to get your result. But Feyenoord is no pushover as well. Let's say the way it is. The same way we say Bayern Munich, all the big teams, and Feyenoord is no pushovers. They're also a big team from their country.
Big
They
team.
whining.
From their country, they're
They
a
whine
big
they
team.
whine yourself.
From the Netherlands league, they are a big team there. You can't say Feyenoord is not a big team. You can't tell me Ajax is not a big team.
Bro,
the
Feyenoord is not a big team relative to AC Milan, man. They are
From
not.
the Eredivisie, they're a big team.
It's not even
In
if
the
you like
Serie A,
call it
AC Milan is a big
one
team.
leg they
I'm
decide.
just saying.
It's not a
I'm
big
just
team.
saying that this team, they did their homework. They won the first leg. Did their homework. AC Milan, for me, should have gotten at least 4 goals in the first half. But they did not get it. So why will you now come and say, because I've seen AC Milan, I keep saying it, but a thousand times. I keep saying it, but it seems you just don't understand. You can't score goals and allow the opponent score as equal amount of goals as you score. It's not going to help you win any trophies. Look at this season; they're nowhere in the top 5, which means European football might elude them next season. You can't be telling me you score 5 goals and you allow the opponent score 5 goals in the same match. You score 2 goals, allow the opponent. That's what they've been doing since the beginning of the season. Since for Senka, they've been doing, even with this man, they've done it for like 2 or 3 games. You're leading, you allow the opponent come into the game and score at least a couple of games that puts you on the field, then you start defending. AC Milan got 1 goal. They could have at least sealed off that game in the first half. Rafael Leao got his chances. Tammy got his chances. Chukwueze came in the second half, got his chances. Everybody came in that game, got their chances, but decided to miss their chances. Somebody decided to miss 2 sitters without a goalkeeper. Missed 2 sitters. Hit the woodwork once. Played the other one off target. And you expect them to just come out and say, okay, they play their good football, clap for them. They can go back home.
An interesting thing about this AC Milan, Joao Felix is starting and playing 90 minutes, and he's doing
Why
well.
shouldn't he be starting, man?
So why is he not starting at Chelsea?
I don't really care. Like Chelsea, I don't really care about Chelsea right now. Joao Felix starting is a good thing for the man, right? This is what happens when you have a perfect club player fit, and it's happening at AC Milan because they need somebody in that position. AC Milan are one team that always play with a 10. And they need Joao Felix there, and he should be starting, and he should be getting. You see, every player deserves to go to a club where you get the game time you deserve, because it gives you an opportunity to contribute, and hopefully this works out for him. In the case that it doesn't work out for him, he can always play his trade somewhere else, but good one for him starting. I think, like I said in the build-up to this game, that for me, Pulisic should not have started that game. He should not have started that game. And for the life of me, I can't even understand why we have this other man starting on the right-hand side as well, too, because if you go back and look at the last 5 games, bro hasn't made any stellar contributions to the team. But we prefer in Serie A to play names rather than play workers, and I guess that's what they get for the end of the day.
Okay, Chukwueze was introduced in the 23rd minute, and he couldn't actually save AC Milan, so AC Milan are out of the Champions League. So those that qualify and on Tuesday is AC Milan. Feyenoord qualifies, so AC Milan is out. Benfica is through to the next round. I think small clubs. I won't call them small clubs, though, based on them playing the quarterfinal. Imagine Club Brugge playing in the next round of the game. Everybody is going to be hoping that they draw Club Brugge, but it's
In
not. It's
round
not
of
like that.
16,
Yes.
let's not call it quarterfinals.
Round of 16. So let's see who qualifies. But for today's fixtures, Dortmund is going to play Sporting Lisbon. Remember, the first leg ended 3-0 in favor of Dortmund. So they are going to Germany. It's going to be a tough game. I can't see any way Sporting Lisbon is going to turn this around. Scoring 3 in Germany is going to be tough. Then Real Madrid is going to play Manchester City. The first leg ended 3-2 in favor of Manchester City. In favor of Real Madrid. So Manchester City have to do all their best to win in this second round. They have to win. The other game happening today is PSG versus Brest. PSG winning the first leg away from home 3-0. So they are playing at home this time with a 3-goal lead. I think they have advanced. Then the final one is PSV and Juventus. They are playing the last game for today. And remember, Juventus has a 2-1 win in this fixture. So they are going to this particular game with a 1-goal advantage. Okay, let's start with the Real Madrid versus Manchester City. John, your team needs the miracle, because for you to win at the Santiago, you need a miracle to win it.
I have Nico Gonzalez.
I like your faith. I like your faith.
I have Mamouche, I have Nico Gonzalez. So long as the team that started in the weekend starts in this encounter, I don't have any issues.
Listen, I said so long as the team that started in the weekend starts and you don't get the result, you start calling for heads to roll. We know you, John.
The main thing is let the team that started in the weekend start this game.
Tomorrow you will come here and call for heads to roll, and no heads will be rolling.
Before we talk about this, continue with this AC Milan game. Gasperini said something about Lookman that everybody was talking about yesterday. He quoted after that game, "Lookman is one of the worst penalty takers I have ever seen." He wanted to take the penalty after scoring a goal. He took the ball despite Retigua and what's his name again? Retigi are available to take it. And I didn't know what, and Charles, I didn't like what Lookman did. What do you make of that actual statement? Because he scored the first goal. He was introduced and he scored the first goal. The second goal, I think he's not the first penalty taker in Atlanta.
He won his penalty. He wants his penalty. He wants to make it a double.
But it doesn't matter.
He's carried the team. He's carried the team in his back before.
So they have people that takes penalty at your club.
Yes.
The way the coach said it means he's not number 1. He's not even number 2. He's number 3.
Godwin.
And he said that he's the worst he has ever seen.
Godwin.
The manager is entitled to his opinion. His opinion doesn't count for anything.
His opinion matters, though.
For me, his opinion doesn't matter because if in this encounter yesterday he had scored, he would be saying a totally different thing, right? The manager is simply trying to pin his loss upon Lookman rather than his poor officiating in that game or his poor instructions in that game. Because why would you tell me for the life of me that you are playing that game, you alter your formation to play a different way in this encounter, and then when everything is hanging in the balance, you are blaming somebody who had the guts to stand up and take a penalty.
But Lookman is Lookman the worst penalty taker in that squad?
Yes.
I remember this particular
see, no debate. No debate.
I remember this particular part when he was at Fulham. That penalty was one of the worst things I've ever. He wanted to do, what is it called?
Penanka. Afrenpenka. It's not even Penanka. Afrenpenka. Like, let's be honest here. Gasperini is right for what he said.
But the way he said it
was
just wrong.
It's just wrong because you already lose.
But there's something like you are doing. You know what it means that you are the worst penalty taker you have seen in your whole life.
How would Cuadrado that did not add anything to that team play 75 minutes? How would he meet? And you didn't make your early subs. That's the problem. There's someone that drives the team. At least you give him the right that okay, fine. I think he's a good player in all, but he's not a. That's how you say it.
I think
just,
like, okay, he was emotional in that game.
No, there's no emotion. You're already 3. I think when he introduced Lookman, he was already 3 goals down.
Yes.
And he came in the second half. He got a goal, which means even if you still got that penalty, even if Charles still scored the penalty, you wouldn't have qualified because you're still 4 goals down because 1 goal from the first fixture, then 3 goals in this one, so it's 4. So if you had got the penalty, you scored the penalty, it's just 2 goals. You still need another 2 goals to go into extra time.
Well, okay. Well, I don't think that Luton is going to be taking penalties for.
He has never taken. I think he has taken less penalties. The only penalties he's taken in the club is when Charles is not around. Charles de Catania is not around, or Charles is not available. But he is always taking penalties ahead of Retegi. So if he has taken penalty when Charles is available, this guy is available, and Muniz, if not maybe available, if those front 4 is available. There's nothing. He has no business with the spot kick.
Well, Liverpool will not be taking penalty. I don't know. He might change his mind, but I don't think he's going to be taking penalties for Atlanta anytime soon in the future. But let's see what happens. But I don't really like how he said it though. But everybody was talking about it yesterday. Somebody that came in and got 1 goal for you, and he's trying to get another second goal for you.
And
if he had scored a penalty, it might have led to an hat-trick.
Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, let's continue with Real Madrid because it was an interesting thing for Lukman yesterday. Everybody was telling him, you know what to do. You need to leave Atlanta and go to a better club. But let's see if he's going to decide. He almost left last summer. Almost. Last
better
summer.
clubs didn't come now. You can't jump from fry pan to fire.
But let's
He's
see
gone all around Europe, from Leipzig to Fulham to Leicester to everywhere, and you want him to go back to where again? To a Division 2 team.
No, if a big club comes for him, he will go.
If a big club
comes.
comes.
Real Madrid playing Manchester City. What do you expect to happen in this game in general? Okay, John, let me ask you. Do you think Man City can win this game?
It's not about what I think. It's about what I know is going to happen.
Okay, you know, it's not what you even think.
It's not about what I think. It's about what I know needs to happen. Right? That's what it's all about. Like, you know, we can cry all we want to cry about the previous game. I'm sure after the previous game, Real Madrid were feeling pretty cool about themselves until they took a punch to the chin over the weekend. You know, and then secondly, it looks for me that Guardiola has found, let me say, a second starting 11. Because if we look at the guys who came good for the team last weekend, and that particular team starts, I know I'm sounding it here now that particular team starts, because I know it's how good I used to worry Guardiola. He will come now this evening and come and bring another set of players, another set of starting 11. He will now remember that he wants to play somebody in a position, bring Grealish back, bring this one back. And I'm just saying, please, Oga, let's not become Amorim, that is the tinkerer of the Premier League. Please just stick to what works. Simple. You don't need to put any extra flourishes, just start the same thing.
You work against Newcastle, you don't go work against Real Madrid. Now, 2 different setup. As a tactician, I'm telling you, you will set up
as a fake tactician.
See, it's not about fake or real. As a tactician, I'm telling you, set up against this team. You do your homework on the team. You're focusing on yourself on how to get the result, but you're also looking at 1 or 2 mistakes from the other team to get your result. You set up like this against Real Madrid that has their full defenders coming back to from injury.
They have their full defenders coming back. What happened over the weekend?
They have their team coming back to structure. If you set up like this, see, I'm telling you, La Liga and Champions League is not the same.
I'm not scared about the full defense coming back to structure, because that full defense have not played together in the better part of 2 months. So I'm not scared about them. They should come for all I care. The other guy
can be on the bench.
They should come for all I care. The most important thing is the mentality going into that game. The most important thing, secondly, after that, is this team that starts for City. Simple.
You talk about teams that start for City. I'll tell you about the teams that will start for Real Madrid. You get, it's not like Real Madrid will go into that team and walk over Man City, but you're seeing the Real Madrid side that knows how to fight for the better part of 90
That was the fight over the weekend, man.
You get, they got a red card in the weekend. It's La Liga. Leave the La Liga.
Bro, where was the fight? See,
John keep
this was what we said. This was what we said when we were playing the league format. That they are doing well in the La Liga. They are fighting Barcelona. They are going to top Barcelona. Our market. Where they for table now? Show you Barcelona, and you were the same one who was saying that 9 points difference between Barca and Real Madrid is nothing. Madrid will blow it over and cross them. They did blow it over and cross them. And I was not telling you that Barcelona.
And I told you it's a marathon.
And I was not telling you that Barcelona is going to break that point difference, and they are going to top them.
And it's the same point.
So that's the thing. You can't come and use you can't come and use double standards for different things.
If you look at the La Liga table,
double standards
I'm not using double standards for different things.
Because why would you tell me that a 9-point gap between Barca and Madrid can cover it up, but Barca cannot cover it up? How market now?
Like I said, it's a marathon. Like I said, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
If you like, you can quote 1,000 mantras. It doesn't change the fact that point difference was covered.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
You can quote the 11,000 one.
You get, but in this one, we keep saying that teams will be exposed and blah 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 blah. Then the knockout stages, as they are trying to expose the team in the knockout stages, they won the first leg at the Etihad Stadium. Yet teams are Real Madrid is just they are what John say, they are not starting the game off the first whistle, but they know how to play 90 minutes. For the better part of this season, has Man City played 90 minutes football? We only see Man City play 60 minutes football. After that, they die down. We've seen Real Madrid score goals in the 92nd minute, 97th minute to get themselves a winner. When have we seen Man City play that kind of football?
When have we seen Real Madrid score a goal in the 90th minute or 92nd minute to get a winner?
2 weeks ago, before the Champions League against Man City, after the Champions League against Man City, just this weekend they got a loss.
After the Champions League against Man City.
Before the Champions League against Man City.
Yes,
Against Man City, they got the 92nd minute.
The next game,
they got
our market.
They had the 1-1 draw.
Bro, what's the thing?
With the red card and the team that passed the goals.
The thing about
it is we are coming back to Man City, Real Madrid losing to a smaller team, or perhaps drawing to a smaller team with a red card with a man down, but forgetting the fact that Man City lost to smaller teams even when those teams had red cards.
The thing about Real Madrid, when they play the Champions League, they are different beasts altogether, so it's going to be a tough
bro, they are different beasts altogether. Baba, where did they finish in that group stage, in the league stage? That's what we are talking about.
We don't enter knockout football.
That's what we are talking about. For all the big names, for all the big hype, for all the 15 trophies, they are going out tonight, and we are going to see it koro live and direct.
We'll come back on this thing.
Simple and short. I wouldn't be a coward to run away like you were last time.
Tomorrow morning we'll come back on talk. I am not a coward to run away. I don't run away from a fight. I tell you the way it is. As a tactician, I do my assignments off and on the pitch.
Okay, let's get a prediction for that game. It's Real Madrid and Barcelona. Sorry, Real Madrid and Manchester City. I don't talk Barcelona too much. Okay, let's see what happens. In this game, it's going to be Real Madrid and Manchester City playing today. It's going to be a heavyweight game. I don't think that Pep he has nothing to lose, so he has to just go out. If they score 5, let him concede 5, but he needs to go and score goals. So, and Hala picked up a knock at the weekend, but he's fit for this game. Okay, before we move on to the next game, let's go to our YouTube channel, John. So we read some of the comments on our YouTube, because everybody's talking about this game, like Man City and Real Madrid, because it's going to be a huge game today. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. You can go there, drop your comments. We'll be reading your comments live here in the studio. Okay, John, let's hear some of the comments on our comment section on our YouTube channel.
Okay, Anacletus Obi is saying City is crashing out of Champions League tonight. John, come on, buddy. It was a disappointing performance from the Italian teams last night. I never supported them. Anacletus is also saying, but this playoff thing looks like injustice. Imagine Club Brugge, who finished 24th, has advanced, while Atalanta, finishing 9th, is eliminated. It should have been top 16 into the round of 16. Okay, and then Drake Media is saying for Madrid, Rudiger is back, so defense will be better for them. I think it will be a Madrid win, even if all they need is a draw. Valid points. And Athletics is saying, even if you invite Messi and Ronaldo at their peak to City, they will lose this match against Madrid. No forward movement for City on this one. It's still yet to be seen, though. So get ready by 9 p.m. Joseph Ibe is saying, good morning, Volt FM. Shame on Gasperini for his loss. He's just a frustrated man that is simply raining blames on Ademola Lookman instead of accepting that his tactics for the league was whacked. Valid points. And Athletics is saying Italian teams have always come for Nigerians in their teams. It happened when Osimhen missed PK at Napoli, and now it's Lookman. I'm beginning to have negative feelings against Italian clubs on Nigerians. And Joseph is saying for Ademola Lookman, he should go and perfect his penalty taking abilities because we will be needing him in the African Games and World Cup. Valid points. And then Joseph is also saying, look at teams that do comebacks. They have big game personals like Messi for Barca, Ronaldo for Madrid, but Man City doesn't have these big game personals to execute a comeback.
What happened to Haaland here?
Like I'm actually lost for words right now.
Haaland they lost for big games.
Okay,
Haaland they go MIA.
John, continue.
So Drake Media is saying, what is John even saying? City don't work out. It's still yet to be seen though. So let's meet up at 9 and we'll know how far. Then Dail Cletus is saying, the lady in the house is always passionate when it comes to City. I remember her being very passionate against Liverpool. So what do you think of EPL tonight's fixture? And then Joseph is saying, John, you are saying that Pep should start the team that play Newcastle. See, look at teams that Man City used to lose their 2-goal lead. They are teams that are good at comebacks, not Newcastle. It remains to be seen though. And then Joseph finally is saying Haaland is a small team bully. Okay.
Okay, let's see what happens in today's Champions League. Remember, guys, we are live every day, Monday to Saturday, here at Volt FM Sports. So you can join us online if you are not able to listen to us on radio. Okay, but let's see what tonight's fixtures is going to give us. Okay, let's talk about other games happening in the Champions League today. Okay, PSG, we don't need to talk about more of PSG because they have a 3-goal nil away. Now playing at home, now playing Brest, they should be winning this one comfortably.
Comfortably, like it shouldn't be a conversation, but you know, normally, now so is the advocate for the smaller teams.
That's what do you think will happen in this game? Who will win?
I still support Brest. Anytime it is, anywhere they play, I'll support them. They came, they did their work, they did their good.
And they can retire in peace tonight.
They will still come back. If they see, comeback is comeback. We still saw when Barcelona won 3-0 and Liverpool did a 4-0 comeback. We still saw it in the Champions League against Milan, Liverpool, 2005, those years. We still saw it before then.
How many times? In the last decade, how many times have we seen?
Even in 1962,
no,
there was a great comeback in the Champions League.
I said a decade. In the last decade, how many comebacks have we seen? If you can't count up to 10 tonight, right?
In the last
you
decade.
can't count up to 10.
In the last decade.
And if you can't count up to 10, I say in the last decade, you can't count up to 10 of these comebacks. And if you can't count up to 10, then I doubt that we'll see one tonight against PSG
in the last,
and Brest.
in the last decade, I want to count 5 for Joe. Liverpool.
If you can't count 10.
No, I want to count 10.
No,
I want to count 5 because of time.
No, it's not about
because
time. No, it's not about time.
Let's move on to the next one. Because John want to rest on his argument. Because John will always want to.
If you can't count 10,
John will always want to win an argument.
The truth is that them going to away to Brest, going away at home.
Bro, can I count 5?
3-goal deficit, man.
Can I count 5?
5 out of over 50,000 games played.
Can I count 5 for you?
In the last
and in that 5, I want to count. And in that 5, I want to count.
Out of 50,000 games in the last
John,
decade.
John, will you calm down?
Let's
if I count 5 for you, that's 5.
You can't count 10, bro.
That's 5.
Let's go.
Let's go. Them,
let's
instead of 5, I want to count for you.
Okay, John.
4 went on to the finals.
Wait, let's count the 5. How many teams are down by 3 goals in the first leg?
Thank you.
You said down by
3
down,
goals.
come back.
Yeah, come back 3 goals and overturn that.
Tottenham Hotspur
3
against
goals.
Ajax.
How many first leg was what?
Ajax won.
I mean 3
2
goals.
goals.
No, I mean
No,
3 goals.
we are saying 3 goals.
Liverpool.
No check out for you.
It's not Liverpool.
No rain check
now,
for you.
See, Godwin,
if you can't count 10, bro, rest your
case.
case.
A comeback. He said a comeback. I want to start. I don't want
it's
to do.
It's not about 2, bro.
I don't
Go
want to do,
and look at the numbers.
I don't want to do 1-0 comeback. I want to do from 2-0 and above comeback.
Let's do
do
now,
3.
If on the last decade, I want to do.
No, let's do 3.
Let's do.
How
do
many
3 goal deficit.
Okay,
Thank you.
Advance. How many teams? Yes,
3 goal
Bayern Munich.
deficit.
Okay.
Chelsea.
Yes.
Liverpool.
Which Liverpool game?
Which Liverpool game? Thank you.
It's the final though. 3 goals in the first half, 3-3 in the second half. So it's not 2 leg. It's
not a 2-leg game. So that's just 2.
I think
in a decade
first leg, second leg.
In a decade of
Anfield.
In a decade of over 10,000 games, you have just 2 games
Liverpool,
to use as your yardstick.
Liverpool
just 4 games in a decade.
4 goals. They lost the first leg.
Barcelona was leading
3-0 in the first leg. The reverse picture, they came back and they won 4-0.
1 out of 10,000 games.
You
just
will
1
out.
No,
Will
bro. Let's
you allow
look at
me
the
finish?
number.
I am calling for you. I got Tottenham Hotspur for you.
Look
I'm calling
at the
Tottenham Hotspur for you.
sample size,
The same 2019 Champions League final. I'm telling you, if I call the teams for you, I'll tell you they went on to the finals. They didn't just finish in the group stage. They didn't just finish that phase and went to the next stage and lost. They went on straight to the finals.
Okay.
So if you want 5, I'll give you 5. I can't give you 10. I can't give you 10 from the top of my head right now, but I'll give you 5 from the last 10 years.
And I'm telling you that even if you count 5 out of the last 10 years, you are counting 5 out of a sample size of 10,000 games played in the last decade.
It not mean. Not be debating. It's football. Anything can happen on that field.
Bro,
it not really mean.
This is miracle at the worst.
See, it's 90 minutes and referee's whistle.
No, if you look at this combat, truthfully, it's probably if you look at Liverpool and Barcelona, they are 50-50 team. If you see it, both of them are balanced team, even though they're one team. But
simple.
Godwin, that year they were not 50-50 team.
I'm saying that
Barca was way ahead of Liverpool in 2019. Barca was way ahead of Liverpool. Ask anybody that year, nobody expected Liverpool to come back.
Is it not that different season that
Liverpool won the Champions?
No, won Champions and it reached almost 97 points in the
and didn't win the league.
That's what I'm saying.
What are we saying then?
But what I'm saying is Brest is not like a top team.
It
Well,
can
well,
still happen.
It can still
That
happen.
one,
It
na-
can still happen.
if you like, bet your house on top, you will be homeless. Don't worry.
Okay, the next game that is happening, PSG is going to be playing at home. They are 3 goals ahead of Brest in this game, but let's see if it's going to happen. I don't know if Donso is hoping for a comeback. But let's see. Anything can happen in football, and I believe him too. I believe in his own talk. So let's see if it's going to work. Okay, the next game again is Dortmund has 3 goal nil. Uh, let's not argue this. Let's
No,
not argue.
that's what it knows.
Okay.
They've been on a steady decline
Okay,
since.
so Dortmund
No,
has
but it can happen for Brest, but it cannot happen for Sporting.
Brest is here and there, off and
Wow.
on, like Nepa light.
Wow.
You don't know when they will pick from. You don't know when they will get results. But Dortmund and Sporting, you see that since this guy left, they've been on a steady decline.
Okay.
So I can't come here and say because of this they can get the result back and this. They've been on a steady decline since like the past 4 months.
Okay, let's see that game. Let's not dwell on that game. I think Dortmund is going to qualify. They won away in Portugal 3 goals to nil. Now they are playing at home to Sporting. I think it's going to be a formality game. But the final game is PSV versus Juventus. Juventus have just 1 goal lead. Do you think that PSG can do something and probably win? Because Juventus has been not really that.
They've been Juventus.
Yes, they have been drawing, but they need a draw now. That draw that have been drawing since sort of they need
They
it now.
need it now. This is where the draw is important. This is where the draw is very important. But look at it now. Since this man has said, I don't need this Diaz, I don't need this player, I don't need this player, and all of a sudden they didn't give him plenty money to buy players in the winter, and he introduced some of these players he said he didn't need in the summer that they wanted to sell last summer, and they got him results, like they got him big wins here and there, and now he's like, I need these players. You get, especially the likes of Diaz that was frozen out of the first team, was playing at least 10 minutes football, 15 minutes football here and there. Now he's starting. Your midfield is complete. Your attack line with this guy, introduction of what's it called, the guy they brought in from PSG, Kolomani, coming into that team, good addition to the squad. I also feel like the players they added to that squad is just to help the squad get results when the ones they have are not getting the numbers.
Okay, let's see what happens in that game if Juventus can draw. They have been.
They are winning this one, nothing.
They have been drawing throughout this season. If they get a draw in this one, they will qualify for the next round. But the big game today is Real Madrid is going to play in City. So everybody's eyes is going to be on that particular game. But let's see how it works out. In today's Champions League, tomorrow we'll come there and analyze. We are arguing. We will see if Brest can do a comeback and also will come here and just scatter everywhere if they do a comeback. You will scatter everywhere. You will scatter everywhere.
Still bottle water, plenty of water.
If the expected happens, you go quiet like ghost.
Okay, let's move on.
Normally, I'm a tactician. You see the fault of the game. You see the way the game progressed, and
that's all for the Champions League. Let's move on to the Premier League. Premier League have a game today in the Premier League because of the game against the Carabao Cup. The Carabao Cup that is going to happen in March. So they rearranged the game for Liverpool. So Liverpool is playing Aston Villa today at home. Aston Villa is playing at home against Liverpool. Liverpool are the leaders of the Premier League. In today, that game happening 8:30. Aston Villa and Liverpool, and Rashford is expected to start today. But in this game, let's take operation for this game before we move out to the MPF. Take calls and move out to MPF because Rangers International, they are playing today away in one of the Rangers derby. Okay, but Aston Villa and Liverpool, who wins?
If it's to be, it's to be today. That's all I'm going to say.
If Liverpool wins today, they are going to win this league.
If it's to be, it's going to be today. But if it's not to be, we are going to see a drop in today.
John, be clear. Speak in layman's language. Don't speak in parable.
Why would I speak in layman's parable?
John,
who wins?
We are battling Liverpool. We know. It's in your chest that you are battling Liverpool. Whenever it comes to Liverpool, you're always against them. You're always finding a fault. But whenever it comes to Man City, you're always finding a positive. So, John, be plain. Who wins? Aston Villa, Unai Emery, Liverpool, and a slot.
If it's to be,
it's not that we sang that song in primary school. Definitely
not today.
See, John, Kesera, now still when I was still in nursery school. We are no longer singing Kesera, whatever we be. Whatever we be, we not be. If you do not do your homework, you will not get results. If you not perform, you will not get a win.
Okay, today's game in the Premier League is Aston Villa and Liverpool. Is going to be a big game for Liverpool. If they win this league, if they win this particular game, they move 10 points ahead of Arsenal, who are in second. So it's going to be a huge task for them. But Anstort is up to the task. If you look at the way they are playing, I think I think they are going to probably get a result again. But Emery has done well with Aston Villa. The players is bought. Now we are going to probably look at Asensio starting and probably Rashford starting and Watkins. So it's going to be a huge.
And Milan up front. Watkins will be on the bench.
We are going to look at this game today and see who wins in today's fixtures. Okay, let's take phone calls and get your prediction for today's Champions League or the Premier League happening today. The number to call is 0706 048 5853. Alternatively, you can call 0915 5708347. Call us and tell us your prediction, especially that Manchester City and Real Madrid game. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning, Godwin.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
The argument was
Bishop, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, the chemistry is the same. I read that massive. The same thing is the third leg. Some of them are people to concede again.
Okay.
You see, yeah. You know, I think that it will be a battle of who is going to ask.
Who's going to outscore?
Some of them are conceding. That's the not right. What is his name? Lamba and AP guys.
Sorry, Bishop, we cannot hear you very well. Please,
Bishop, your network is breaking. Can you call back, please?
Sorry, I can't hear you very well. Number to call is 0706 048 5853. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, also, John.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is an addition of a transit.
Okay, what is your contribution?
My brother, you know, I told you last week, it's not over until it's over. Man City can still do miracle in Spain, I believe. I always front on England club when it comes to Champions League. No matter how they are sluggish, they always want that situation. They can turn something around. And that's why Ancelotti is fear the Guardiola, because you know that Guardiola can do or not do. And Guardiola can break your back the time we are not expecting him. The only thing I want to let Guardiola focus, let him spoke to the player. The decision will be on their hand on that field for that 90 minutes. Let them go there and do the work and let the work be done. That's one. Two, about Liverpool and
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa delay. You know, Aston Villa coach is my former coach.
Okay.
The game is draw. This was not a matter of that or so make a year. You understand me? You know, you only tackle John go to Liverpool. They were topping Arsenal now with 7 points. The game today is draw.
Okay.
And no, really, any goal happen there will be a 1-1. But I'm seeing 0-0 draw here for that match today.
All right, thank you very much.
And that's for life.
All right, thank you very much.
0-0 draw.
Okay, let's see.
Arsenal fans now get hope.
Let's see what happens in that game. Okay, let's take maybe one or two more calls before we talk about Rangers, because Rangers is playing today away to Abia Warriors. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. My name is Baba and I'm calling from Enugu.
Okay, what is your contribution?
Just today's Champions League match, Real Madrid against Man City.
Yes.
I believe Real Madrid is going to carry the day. So win Man City comfortably. You'll be surprised at that. And the one of the Premier League, Liverpool, Aston Villa, Liverpool, Aston Villa, Liverpool is going to win. That's a narrow win.
Okay.
It's not going to be an easy one for them. But I believe Liverpool will definitely carry the day.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I like this one. Straight to the point. No.
Liverpool will carry the day.
Liverpool to win, Real Madrid to
Real
win.
Madrid blowout.
It's very simple. Okay, let's take one more call. Then we'll talk about Rangers International. Yeah. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Hello?
Hello, good morning. Good morning. Name and location, please. Okay, what is your contribution?
So this match, Rudiger is back, Alaba is back.
Yes.
The match will be hard, but once they are playing is still, you come back and empty-handed.
Empty-handed.
They're playing still enough to come back to England empty-handed.
All right.
Sorry for
Aston Villa.
Liverpool and Aston Villa.
Yes.
I'm not fan. Maybe it's a topic. I just pray that Aston Villa will do the ball.
Okay.
Win. Or one game against Liverpool.
Okay.
Now, my name is not being Rangers. They're not being very well. They beat
Yes.
last week, but that is something. I don't know very well. Not going to get the win there.
All right. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Talking about MPFL, we have a rental derby happening today. It's Abia Warriors and Rangers International. That game is 4 p.m. Okay, let's take the final call before we enter that match. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Can you hear me?
Okay, we can. Okay,
Yeah.
we can hear you. Okay.
Carry on.
Yes. The point I was trying to make is that it's going to be a game of who have scored each other again.
Okay.
And I think Madrid can do that, yes.
Okay.
Madrid will stay and score them. But the good thing, I'm seeing them conceding again.
Okay.
Because Madrid has more experience and they're playing at home. I was thinking that City will do their scoring at 8 yards. I don't think they can see the pressure at Madrid. That's just my point. And against Liverpool and Aston Villa, no, I think we should just go and sit down and watch football.
Okay. Thank you very much, Bishop.
That's a typical football fan.
Okay.
Man U fans don't want to
talking
come
about
up to win.
MPFL, today's fixture, the first rental derby is happening. Abia Warriors will play Rangers International 4 p.m. today. Economy Warriors will play Bendel Insurance. Sunshine Stars will play Kano Pillars Aqua United versus Rivers United. Niger Tornadoes versus Heartland. Bayelsa United versus Nasarawa United. And Ikorodu City versus Plateau United. Shooting Stars will host Lobby Stars in today's fixtures. Okay, guys, Enugu Rangers is going to Abia to play Abia Warriors. What do you think will happen in
Actually,
this
they left for Abia this morning. I saw them this morning leaving, and I'm like, okay, fine, this is good. Leaving by 6 a.m. in the morning, you might get there early, have a little rest, do a little training, then come
You
into
have
the
left
pitch strong.
yesterday,
Then the second thought hit me. You could have left yesterday. Had enough time. You would have had enough time to rest. Though you're not playing while in the vehicle. You're not playing football while in the vehicle. You're sleeping, but jet lag happens. You get to Abia, you train, you rest, and so jet lag has already affected half of your. I've already put half of your energy for the game out. So you're going into that game with at least 70% battery.
Okay, what's the prediction for that game? Who wins in that game?
I'm just saying they should go there, get to win, make those players run as well again.
John, who do you think will win, Abia Warriors and Rangers International?
I'm hoping for a win for Rangers.
Abia Warriors are in a good place right now, so
let's see if they are going to win. Okay, let's finish with one or two comments on our YouTube channel, John.
Yeah, we are having a comment here from Dayo Cletus. He's saying we don't care who is for us or who is against us. If John likes, she should go and play for Aston Villa, making them 12 against 11. We will still beat Villa convincingly.
That's John. That's John. He's talking to you, John. If you like, go and join Aston Villa and make them 12. It's not Joy, it's John, bro. It's John. It's not Joy. If you like,
you also said people saying Liverpool is not playing well lately. Which team plays a better football than Liverpool? For now, as it stands, we play ugly football, but in the end, we always end up with points. Okay. It's going to run out today, man. Okay, don't get your hopes up.
Let's see what will happen. Finally, Icon Fashion World is saying, in all you guys are saying, have you ever forgotten that this is football? John, calm down. Anything can happen in football. Never say never. Okay,
and that's what I'm saying. Never say never against Madrid.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
He's telling you about breasts.
Let's see what happens today in today's game. Tomorrow we'll come back and talk about all these games. Thank you for joining us on today's show. Thank you for all the comments that we have had on our YouTube. Thank you very much. Remember, guys, if you are live with us on YouTube, remember to subscribe to this channel. We do this every day, Monday to Saturday, live here, 8 a.m. We are live here at Volt FM Sports. Thank you for all the calls. Thank you for all our listeners. Thank you for being part of this family. My name is Godwin. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.
Hello, Enugu, and welcome to Volt 104.3 FM, where music meets the voltage. And enjoy the show.
Alex Rodriguez the ball out to the left hand side. The delivery comes in.
Entertainment.
News and politics.
Several states governor has sent us
This is your radio. Gospel.
and let them have dominion. The kingdom of God is within people.
No wonder he got this. Up and play.
Awesome programs exclusively on